Okay, now I'm gonna make a solution of sodium chloride, right, table salt. I'm gonna use a scupula for this. This is a scupula. And just scoop a little bit of sodium chloride. You wanna do this on a flat surface and get on eye level with the mark that you're trying to reach. But since I'm doing it in front of you, I'm gonna start this way. Okay. And then I went a little too high, so I'm just going to pour a tiny bit out. And then add slowly. And see me get down on the proper level. And there we go. And I have 25 milliliters. All right, should be able to see that. I'm gonna add it to my flask. Now, one of the reasons that I like to mix things in flasks versus other types of things is that narrow neck allows me to swirl pretty effectively. Okay, you can't do that as well with a beaker. And so you can swirl it up, get it nice and mixed up. Okay, so now you can observe the sodium chloride solution. Okay, so we swirl up really good our sodium chloride solution, and then we have our silver nitrate solution, which I'm going to add to a separate container, because again, we don't like to contaminate our stock. And so I'm going to just take a little bit with my pipette and add it. See pretty evidently something's different. Give it a little swirl, and you can probably see on the bottom something collecting. All right, and everything's kind of looking a little different than it was before. I want to write down those observations. Okay. And then we're gonna filter it. Okay, it's important to know how to set up a filter funnel. Okay, this is a funnel, but it won't filter anything, right? That's a big gap in there that will easily pass through just about everything. So we're gonna set up our filter paper. Now you wanna bend it in half, and then bend it in half one more time. Okay, so now it's in quarters, of course. And then take 3 of those quarter pieces and 1 to the other side, and you've got a nice little conical funnel with your filter paper. So you put that inside. I tend to want to dab just a little bit of water on it, right? So just take your water bottle and spray a little bit. And the reason for that is it'll help it to stick. Now I don't have to hold it in place. Okay. And then we pour the contents of our reaction of the silver nitrate and sodium chloride. We're going to pour that in there. And we should see the liquid come through. It kind of has stopped for the most part. Now it's not perfectly clear. You can think of what that might mean for the efficiency of our funnel or our filter. But one thing you can definitely tell is there's nothing quite like what we saw before at the bottom. I have to keep myself from saying too much. I want you to make the observations. I don't want to make the observations for you. Right? But you can definitely tell there's a difference. All right, so we're going to take our filter paper out. bring it up to the camera. Oops. Bring our filter paper up to the camera, and you can see that there's that solid, which actually is silver chloride. Okay. All right. Just complete the rest of this lab and let me know if you have any questions, please. Okay? Talk to each other, work it out. What are the observations? What do these things mean? And answer the questions.